Hello freaks and creeps and welcome to the Art Show. Now if you spend more than a day on the internet you've probably seen these posts. So for the little content that I am and the new year being upon us, I thought it would be the perfect time to start my little series on the different astrological signs through the power of Photoshop. Damn, that was a lot. Give it up for Starsign Design. So if you haven't realized by now, we're doing Aquarius. I just quickly drew up this concept art. I also took this fabulous image of myself. So first of all, let's get rid of this hideous background with the selection tool. So I'm basically just masking out my body, but I'm avoiding the hair because we're gonna do that step next. Yeah, I'm free. Okay, now I'm just gonna take the blue channel and use a curves adjustment to create as much contrast between me and the background. Then load the channel as adjustment and create a vector mask, and boom, my hair is cut out. I've missed some parts that I'm just quickly gonna clean up with the brush. And because I'm blessed with the skin of a frog's ass, I'm gonna use the spot healing brush tool to get rid of all my little imperfections. Because my tiny butt needs to shine bright, let's get rid of this ugly ass underwear and sculpt that crack. Is this even YouTube safe? Ugh, who gives a shit? Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, we can start with the fun stuff. I have this beautiful image of the ocean for the foreground, so let's just cut out the sky. Now I'm just gonna use this image and cut it out roughly and use the warp tool to create a cone-like shape, kinda like a hurricane or a tornado. You're smart, you get the idea. Then I'm just repeating the same process with these wave images. Now that everything looks kinda decent, I'm just taking the brush tool to smooth everything out. I think I'm gonna use this image to create a smoother transition between the water and my body. But these colors look way off, so I'm gonna use a hue and saturation adjustment layer to match it a little better with the rest. I'm also gonna cut out some rough shapes to make it look more dynamic and realistic. Then I'm just duplicating the layer a few more times to fill up this blank space that we just created. This is basically just all the same, to be honest. Then I'm using a brush to erase some parts so it looks like water dripping down. At this point I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm just importing different water images, erasing and using blending modes to blend it in and see what looks good, I guess. Then I'm using the brush tool to create tiny little water droplets all over the place, just to add that smidge of detail. Then I'm gonna take this image and use warp yet again to fill up the right side of the tornado thingy. Let's blend it in a bit and warp it a little more, just like that. Perfect. Now I'm gonna take the brush tool, lower the layer's opacity and set the blend mode to screen to create some highlights around the tornado and add some streaks to give it a sense of direction. And I found this image of a water splatter that I'm gonna place all around the image just to tie everything together. Okay, so since I live in Africa, we had a power outage and I lost all the footage for the next part, so we're just gonna speed through that. Bear with me. So let's bring in a clay jug because it wouldn't be Aquarius without it. Then take this image texture and create a clipping mask. Erase some parts and darken the cracks. Then I'm just using a curves adjustment to paint in the appropriate shadows. Set it to multiply and you got yourself a broken jug. I'm gonna take this image of fishes, set the blend mode to lighter color, and blend it into the water. I'm actually really proud of this detail. It looks so good. I feel like we need something in the foreground, so I brought in this fish. He's just like, nah bitches, I'm not up for this shit. I'm out. Anyways, I use curve adjustments for the highlights and the shadows. And then added some more water splashes so it doesn't look like it's just chilling in the air. And now it's time to bring in the seaweed. And I also thought shells would look really nice all over my body. From this point forward, it's basically just duplicating stuff and adding little details to make everything look nice. Lastly, I added the eagle and the constellation that makes up Aquarius and quickly slapped on a camera raw filter. And this brings us to the end of today's video. I'm really happy with how this edit turned out. With that being said, let me know your thoughts down below and don't forget to like and subscribe so I could see you in the next one. Love you, bye!